Hello everyone, we are joined today by the members of New York Strikers. We have Captain Kieron Pollard, we have Coach Carl Crow with us, we have the fast bowler, the pacer, the man Mohammad Amir, and we have Rahmanullah Gurbaz bhai with us as well. Just to start with the presser, Pollard, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think how the season has went for New York Strikers so far this season?
Has been pretty decent. Obviously we didn't start off well in that first game, but the last couple of games, have been good for us in terms of getting the results. So I think that's most important, and long may that continue.
Of course, of course. Coach, I also wanted to ask your thoughts when you start of the season and the first match ends up in a loss. What kind of discussions that happened in the camp after that? And you picked two wins after that, so it must have been a good discussion after that.
Well, I mean, these games are very tight, win or lose, so they can be lost or won by the smallest of margins. So it's never to panic, never to worry. And the conversation around the group was nothing other than just looking forward and, keep believing in their ability. Got the best captain in the world. We got some fantastic players, and we believe in ourselves. So, I expected us to turn around and perform, and we've managed to win two games. And it's such a close, as I mentioned, win or lose by the smallest of margins. That can happen. We accept that, but we're pretty pleased to have won the two games in a row.
Amir, I wanted to ask with you, we saw some low-scoring games last night, and the pitch was really helping the bowlers. There was swing happening, there was spin happening last night. So yesterday, so is the surface more helpful for the bowlers this time than usual?
Yeah, I think they are leaving some grass on the wicket, and yes, we are getting something. That's good for us as bowlers. Otherwise, we always putting on the pressure side, but that's good. But I think depending on the situations, whenever you bowl, you have to realize what are the conditions demanding, and you bowl accordingly. And I think as a bowling unit, we are doing perfectly.
Very cool. And just one question I wanted to ask you, Gurbaz bhai. What is the एक opening batsman जब आते हैं बैटिंग करने के लिए इस फॉर्मेट में, so what is the pressure on them, because it's 60 balls. आप बॉल को वेस्ट नहीं कर सकते हो, मिडिल ऑर्डर भी आना है और मिडिल ऑर्डर में आपके एक्सप्लोसिव हिटिंग बैट्समैन होते हैं, तो उस टाइम पे एक ओपनिंग बैट्समैन पे क्या प्रेशर होता है, थोड़ा सा बता सकते हैं इस बारे में?
Yeah, I think it's really difficult than T20 and ODI's format because you don't have that much time to spend in the wicket. You need to go from the very first hour, and especially in this kind of wicket where it's swinging and turn. So yeah, but still it's just excited games. I think it's just 10 hours. Always as an opener, I have backup from the coaches, captain, and they just telling me that just go and play your natural game and enjoy the game. So I always, like, as I enjoy my game, I'm also try to be in the same situation and just enjoy. Yeah, it's difficult in other competition, but yeah, I just love it.
You've played across different formats as a finisher. In T10 format, does the role of a finisher exist, or is it like everyone's a finisher when they're coming to bat?
Everyone is a finisher. As I said, it's only 10 overs, so you try to get as much as possible, as quickly as possible. And again, you're not going to be consistent at all. You get one score in 5 games, sometimes 2 scores. So it's just about what is needed at that point in time. If it's to up the run rate, or if it's for you to get out because you're slowing down the run rate, so someone else can come in and get the run. So again, it's the role of finishers and all these things sometimes comes out of the window when it comes into this format of cricket. You want some power, some placement, and sometimes some brain. But if not, we'll take the edges and we'll take the runs that comes with it.
I have a next question for the coach from PTI. They sent me on chat. The question is, Coach, can you shed some light on the squad composition for New York Strikers this season, and what kind of strategy you have set for the season? You came really close last season to win the trophy, so some kind of sort of discussion happened while you were making the squad and stuff like that?
Sorry, a helicopter just went over. If this is for me, was it a squad composition question? Is that correct?
Yes, squad composition and what kind of strategy you plan for this season?
Well, obviously it's a combination of the captain as well. We talked a lot before. We got Srikanth as our analyst and strategist who knows every single player in the world inside out. So we wanted to make sure that we went with a specific plan for the draft. We got pretty much every player we wanted. Obviously, before the draft, we managed to make sure we retained Pollard and Akil, Sunil and Amir, which were obviously pre-draft were really important selections for us. And then Gurbaz was our number one pick. We all wanted him, and we got him, so we were delighted with that. Obviously, he's played really well in this tournament over a number of years. He's already mentioned how much he enjoys it, and he was crucial to us. And I think then once you have the foundation of the team, which we got who we wanted to, then you start selecting where you might need some more power in the middle. You know, like we were delighted to pick up Rahmanullah as the local seamer, who's been fantastic for us so far. So really, it's once you have that basic structure in place of your retained players. Wasim obviously was a crucial player for us last year and started really well. And then it's about recognizing where the gaps are in that squad, and you know what we believe as a team needed to be skillful in this competition. So it's quality spin, quality bowlers who can bowl up front or in the floating power play up the death. And Amir and Rahmanullah are classic examples of that. Spin with Akil and Sunil. Chamika, Odin, Ali Khan, George Scrimshaw offer lots of different skill sets. So any particular day, the captain can say, conditions are like this today. I'm going to pick this player for these conditions or this team. And I think that, you know, we can make sure the captain's got all the skills at his disposal, whether he wants to in the game or in selection. So yeah, we're delighted with the players we got in the draft, and you know, we've got all bases covered, we consider.
You're 100%. Just one more question I want to ask Gurbaz. If you can talk about जब आप शुरू में bowler आता है bowling करने के लिए, they are looking for wickets in the first power play overs. So are you उस time पे, is their mindset that you know if I can you know play some ball settle in, or do you want to go from the get go itself? तो क्या सोच के आते हैं pitch पे?
I think in this competition you don't need to think too much, because as I already mentioned, that is just only 10 hours. You only have to see 2 or 3 balls and then you need to go for it. Yeah, but coach and captain want me to be a little bit in. But at the same time, I always try to be in positive approach and always be aggressive, because I love to be, because we have a long batting side. Then I don't think so that I should think too much about my stay in. Just try to be positive and always make them under pressure, because always they try to get my wicket, but I also want to hit them for 6s and 4s. Yeah, but most of the time, if the situation come to stay in, I will always try to be according to situation and plan. Yeah, whenever the team expect anything from me, I will try to be in the same position. Inshallah, I will try my best. But yeah, it's this competition, you can't do too much thinking. Yeah.
Of course. Also, we have a question to Captain Kieron Pollard. Which format do you enjoy more as a captain, T10 or T20?
That's cricket. Obviously T20 cricket, you have a little more time to plan and think about ways of getting a batter out with a couple overs, whereas T10, it's about instincts and having a bit of luck on your side, as well with decision making. So obviously T20 cricket, but again, this format is an exciting format, and it makes you, think on your feet and do things out of the box very quickly. And it works, you look good. If it doesn't, well, you come back again tomorrow. So it's 2 difficult formats, but I'll prefer the T20 format.
Amir, PTI पूछ रहे हैं कि as an expertise in fast bowling, how do you see the variations that are coming in shorter formats like T10, and what is the role of bowlers when as the form keeps on getting shorter? What is the role of bowlers in these shorter formats?
इस फॉर्मेट में जो है टू बी ऑनेस्ट बॉलर के लिए जो रोल होता है बड़ा डेंजरस वाला होता है. आपको बॉल 1 से पता होता है कि बैट्समैन ने आना है और ही विल कम हार्ड एट मी, बट वेरिएशंस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और स्पेशली जब आपके यॉर्कर्स और स्लो बॉल्स अच्छे हों, इस फॉर्मेट में ज्यादा बॉल वही किए जाते हैं। लेकिन डिपेंडिंग ऑन द विकेट्स, अबू धाबी में आपको पता है थोड़ा सा बॉल, अगर डे गेम हो तो बॉल होल्ड करता है तो आपके कटर्स जो हैं इन प्ले होते हैं। लेकिन आई थिंक व्हाट टाइम, क्योंकि एज अ बॉलर आपको ये रियलाइज करना पड़ेगा कि मुझे वेरिएशन किस टाइम पे चाहिए, तो आप उस हिसाब से बॉलिंग करते हो। और आप जितना बैट्समैन से थोड़ा अहेड रहते हो, आपकी सक्सेस के चांस ज्यादा होते हैं।
जी बिल्कुल। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज फॉर कोच। When you have back-to-back games in T10 format, when you're playing for 2 days, 3 days, is there like a toll on players despite the length of matches, or is just something like because the length of match is so short that it does not really affect any the players?
Yeah, I mean, physically, I think it's quite demanding. It might only be a shorter game, but you haven't got a lot of time necessarily to prepare for the game. So you'll see often a lot of teams are preparing even behind the sponsors boards. You're out, and obviously it's intense. If you watch players in the 10 overs, no one's standing still. You're constantly moving, and it's pretty intense. So physically and mentally, and also, whether it's T20 or whatever it is, to get yourself up for the game, even mentally, it's tiring, and you're playing at the high standard. TV is going all over the world. It's physically and mentally demanding, and to play back to back is a challenge. And one of the things we really do major on is recovery. Whether the boys back in the hotel in the pool in the evenings, or whether they're in the gym. I saw Amir in the gym the day off today. Amir's in the gym this morning, getting a sweat on, looking after his body, making sure that he's in peak physical condition day in, day out. And yeah, the intensity of the competition is a challenge, but physically we're making sure that all the boys are in the right position. So again, the captain can make sure he's got all the players he needs ready for the next game. And obviously we've got, after these 2 days off, a pretty intense few days. So being physically ready is crucial to us.
Just one final round of questions from all. The first one is to Captain Pollard. In the middle overs, when you are in the bowling department or in the middle overs in the batting department, is there a strategy, or there's no concept of middle overs in a T10 game?
I don't think there's any concept of middle overs, because if they don't take the floating power play, then anywhere there you have to bring guys in the middle, bring into the circle. So again, for us, you have more guys out for protection, and that's the main thing. And you just try to bowl to your field. It's about getting in and getting out of the over pretty quickly, and that's how we look at it from the first over till the 10th over, with minimal sort of damages.
Yeah, my question is to Carl. Given you worked with a great bunch of spinners over the last many years, especially in the shortest formats, do you think that over the years we might end up seeing a lot more mystery spinners who might actively play international cricket? Because just talking recently, we have had quite a few mystery spinners like Mahesh Theekshana, Varun Chakravarti, Suyash Sharma. They've all played in IPL. Do you see a future for mystery spinners in international cricket?
I mean, you probably answered your own question there. Absolutely, yes, because the game is moving forward so rapidly. Whether it's T10 or T20, batsmen looking to be aggressive. And if I can predict or semi-predict what ball you're going to bowl, I can line you up and take you on. And if I'm bowling at someone like Pollard, I've got to make sure he doesn't know what I'm bowling, or else I'm disappearing into the stands. So to conquer that, you have to be able to be unpredictable, and the unpredictability is spinning the ball both ways. So it doesn't matter how you do that, because we've got Sunil here, Rashid Khan, you mentioned Varun. There's many different ways to do it. It's finding a way that you can succeed. Yeah, absolutely. And I think the game's richer for it. That's why they're exciting to watch, the mystery spinners, because something's always happening. Whether it's wickets or batsmen trying to take the opportunity to take them down and be aggressive to them. Mystery spinners for me are one of the most exciting developments in T20 cricket over the last 20 years.
Amir, does T10 favor the development of talent in associate nations as well? मतलब जब ये T10 फॉर्मेट हो रहा है, काफी डिफरेंट एसोसिएट नेशंस के प्लेयर भी खेल रहे हैं, यूएई से प्लेयर हैं, डिफरेंट कंट्रीज के प्लेयर, सो यू थिंक इट्स हेल्पिंग द एसोसिएट नेशन डेवलप as well as compared to maybe the longer versions of the game?
बिग टाइम आई थिंक क्योंकि अगर आप देखें तो जो यूएई के टैलेंट है, वो जब भी T10 होता है वो बड़ा अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हैं। आप डेक्कन से जहूर खेल रहे हैं, चेन्नई ब्रेव से जुनैद खेल रहे हैं, हमारी से जवाद खेल रहे हैं। जवाद इज गोइंग टू बी आई थिंक गुड प्रोस्पेक्ट। और जितने भी उनके लोकल प्लेयर्स यहाँ पे खेलते हैं वो अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हैं, फिर उनके लिए एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है, उनके लिए लर्निंग प्रोसेस, और वो दे डूइंग अ ग्रेट जॉब आई थिंक। और एसोसिएट नेशंस के लिए बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, क्योंकि आप लाइमलाइट में आते हो, क्योंकि जो अबू धाबी T10 है ये भी एक बड़ा ब्रांड बनता जा रहा है। तो यस, बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है उनके लिए।
जी बिल्कुल। And just one final question. We have time for one last question from Gurbaz. Gurbaz, compared to T10 and T20, बैटिंग स्टाइल का कितना फर्क डिफरेंस रहता है एज एन ओपनर एज कंपेयर टू, इफ यू कंपेयर बोथ द फॉर्मेट्स, हम कंपेयर करें तो?
I think there's difference, but for me, always the same, because I just want to play aggressive and play my natural game. But yeah, I think in T20 you have a little bit more time to set and take some time on the wicket and watch the ball really careful. And T10 you don't have that much time, because there is only 2 hour circle. You have to catch the 2 hours and give some positive start to the team. In T20 still you have 6 hours. If you just watch 2 hours, 3 hours, and still you can take the last 3 hours. I think it's a little bit different, but the mindset should be same everywhere, because you have to have a positive mindset and in every format. But yeah, a bit different. But T10 is most, I think I can say it's difficult game, because you don't have time to set, and the bowler is also, now they have a lot of, everyone is experienced, and but still they make a plan for the batsman to wear the ball. But yeah, it's just as I mentioned, it's fun game, and just you need to enjoy. You don't need to take too much pressure on yourself. Just go and enjoy and hit them.
Nice. That sounds exciting. Thank you.
Done?
Yes, sorry, we have a limited time. We are going to end the press conference right now. Thank you everyone for joining in.